Sound or unpleasant little creature juice is a pink beast immense in name. If you set it in the position where the nearby planet group is, it would loosen up to the circle of Jupiter. It's critical, extremely temperamental, and around to explode. Ought to scarab squeeze likely explode at any second. Celebrity frightening little animal juice is both invigorating and bewildering. This purple, gigantic, enormous name inside the Orion gathering of stars showed strange behavior when it got fainter in late 2019 and mid-2020 than ever in over 100 years. It momentarily turned out to be nearly as fragile as scarab juice, Orion's third most splendid star. The amazing obscuring turned into the call given to this recurrence. Anyway, frightening little creature juice has since recovered its brightness, changing into the most splendid gigantic name in Orion for several days this year, more splendid than any other time in recent memory. Speculation about its coming destruction in the form of a blast has emerged due to those events. At any rate, is there any proof for this thought? Will the red, enormous celebrity scarab juice explode during our lifetime? What impact would such a blast have on Earthlings like us? Be a piece of us as we track down the inclining impact of the frightening little creature juice grandiose blast and the alarm from Brian Cox. Brian Cox cautions that since people may be the only sentient species in our system, clearing out our advancement could have devastating results for the entire world. Cox jumps into the Goldilocks thought in the universe, setting careful circumstances over billions of years that made Earth basically authentic for life to emerge. Notwithstanding the way that the star at the focus of our planetary group has not gone through beast changes in almost 4 billion years, specialists gauge that it's partially through its life cycle as of now. It changes 4 million tons of helium into energy through fusion, converting 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium each second. This hot plasma circle is the essential power supply for life on Earth. Yet analysts expect it will scatter in about 5 billion years, causing a fair-sized change to the universe. Furthermore, Cox revealed how this will likely work out within the BBC's Wonders of the Universe series. You might concur with the universe being static, yet stars are essentially a passing component of the sky. Notwithstanding shining splendidly for thousands or even billions of years, their future is restricted by their capacity to consume hydrogen. A star like our Sun begins to develop as it approaches passing when its hydrogen runs out. Anyway, it doesn't kick the bucket calmly. The Sun won't simply dissipate like a phantom when its life closes. Its external layers will extend as its fuel runs short, and its core will collapse, creating more intensity. Cox cautions that the impacts of the Sun's progressions will be felt by Earth a lot sooner. He expounded that this could unfortunately influence our delicate planet in about 1 billion years. There could be one last ideal day on Earth as the planet gets more sweltering. Yet, eventually all life will not endure. The Sun will have extended to the point where it fills the entire horizon. Long after human existence has vanished, its last transformative stage will see it change into a red giant. Anyway, the Sun will continue to become larger after humankind has dissipated. Our world may not make it this far, yet assuming it does, it will likely be a consumed rock. In 6 billion years, our Sun will detonate, delivering huge measures of fuel and residue into space to form a monstrous cloud. It will be a faint coal at its middle, a part of its previous quality and size, making it more modest than Earth. Our Sun will have transformed into a white dwarf. Regardless of the way that this cycle will possibly make life on Earth inconceivable, NASA's New Horizons mission pioneer, Dr. Alan Stern, has suggested that it might additionally create habitable worlds in the coldest areas of space. Dr. Stern thinks that any survivors might have the option to find safety on Pluto and other far-off dwarf planets inside the Kuiper Belt, an area of cold objects beyond Neptune. These worlds' conditions will definitely change as the Sun evolves, turning them into potentially habitable planets. Most stars exist in a consistent state, shining with the same brilliance consistently. Anyway, there are certain exceptions. A few stars, known as variable stars, have brilliance fluctuations. The most renowned is Mira, frequently referred to as the Star of Surprise. Concentrated on in 1596 by German priest David Fabricius, Mira is a pulsating star that intermittently expands and contracts. Another model is Algol, which shows periodic eclipses from a companion star. Around 30% of these variable stars are visible to the unaided eye. However, it takes expertise to detect their changes in brightness. You certainly know dreadful Crawley juice, regardless of whether you know the term. It's one of the brightest stars found in the night sky, forming a significant part of the constellation Orion. Unpleasant Crawley juice is a red giant so enormous that it could easily consume Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and perhaps Jupiter. Assuming it were situated at the center of our solar system, it's a long way from us, yet we can still observe it due to its size and brilliance. It is around 400 light-years away by the best estimates, though this range could extend to 600 light-years. The most brilliant of the variable stars is unpleasant little animal juice, the fifth most brilliant star in the sky next to the Sun. Unpleasant little animal juice changes in brilliance occasionally, coming to nearly the same brilliance as Rigel, the constellation's fourth most brilliant blue star. However, its changes are not as stable or predictable as those of Mira. Still, the brilliance changes can be noticeable. At times, a star can quickly become remarkably brilliant. These supernovae are the brightest and rarest of such events. They might result when a star explodes violently at the end of its life, potentially becoming bright enough to be seen during the day. Such events have only occurred a few times over the last 1,000 years. Astronomers dream of witnessing a nearby supernova, though it happens so rarely that only a few individuals might ever observe it. We, however, are lucky creatures. The massive star has been an enduring subject of fascination for astronomers since the early days of space science. Betelgeuse has been noted for its clarity and easy recognition. As a result, we have a fair understanding of it. Despite being young, under 10 million years old compared to the Sun's 4.6 billion years, this massive red giant has a short life because it burns through its fuel supply quickly. This suggests that the star could burn out any day now. However, it could also exist for significantly longer than a human lifetime. In the grand scale of the universe, where 10 million years is just a blink, everything is relative. Anyway, researchers have long stated that Betelgeuse's grand finale could happen at any time. Stars that are several times as massive as our Sun tend to collapse under their own weight and die once their hydrogen and helium fuel runs out. They begin accumulating heavier elements in their cores, which leads them to collapse and reach ever higher temperatures and densities. Eventually, the star is forced to eject its outer layers into space. Through this process, some anticipate that once frightening little animal juice explodes, it will be so bright that it will appear as a second moon in the sky. Frightening little animal juice is a variable star, but in 2021, there was an unusual dimming. It diminished by nearly 60% in just a few months. This was a result of a cloud of material ejected from the star itself. Stars like frightening little animal juice are constantly shedding dust and gas. Half of the star was obscured by a mass of fuel in the wind. The star's images showed that its southernmost part was missing. Stars like unpleasant little creature juice have weather patterns that can cause these sorts of changes. It is now around half brighter than expected, but we still don't know what caused the sudden dimming. However, it doesn't seem likely that a cosmic explosion is imminent. These stars' variations in brilliance are a surface phenomenon. The increased brightness could be the result of the same dust cloud that caused the star's dimming, reflecting light back toward us. Still, astronomers are excited because we can't be certain when frightening little animal juice will explode. The star is 15 to 20 times as massive as the Sun, and stars with this kind of mass are expected to explode spectacularly as supernovae. Because frightening little animal juice is so massive, its life cycle is almost over. However, it is still around 1 million years away from the expected explosion. For astronomers, this is a short amount of time. Stars like frightening little animal juice are still young in the grand scheme of cosmic time. This gives researchers a tight window to study it before it ends in a brilliant burst of energy. Frightening little animal juice is one of the most captivating stars in the night sky, primarily due to its erratic behavior. Although it has captured the imagination of astronomers and the general public alike, its future is filled with mystery. The star is part of the Orion constellation and is located around 600 light-years from Earth, making it one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye. Despite its significant distance, Betelgeuse is a red supergiant, a type of star that has depleted its supply of hydrogen fuel and has expanded to a massive size. It's so large that if it were placed at the center of our solar system, it would extend beyond the orbit of Jupiter. This immense size contributes to its brightness, but that brightness isn't stable. Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its luminosity changes over time. It has been known to fluctuate in brightness, at times becoming as bright as Rigel, the fourth brightest star in the Orion constellation. In 2019 and early 2020, Betelgeuse experienced a significant dimming event, where it became noticeably fainter for several months. This sudden change sparked speculation among astronomers that the star was nearing its dramatic end and might be on the verge of exploding as a supernova. While some speculated that the dimming was due to an imminent cosmic explosion, it was later determined that the decrease in brightness was caused by a massive dust cloud ejected from the star's surface, which obscured its light from Earth. This event, known as the Great Dimming, provided valuable insights into the dynamics of massive stars and their outer environments. Despite the dramatic dimming, Betelgeuse has since regained its brightness and remains one of the most studied stars. The cause of the dimming event may be related to the complex internal processes occurring within the star. These stars are known for being unstable, and their brightness can fluctuate due to various factors, including the accumulation of gas and dust on their surfaces. Betelgeuse is expected to eventually explode as a supernova, marking the dramatic end of its life cycle. This is a typical phase for massive stars like Betelgeuse, which can be several times the mass of our Sun. The core of the star will collapse under its own gravity, and the outer layers will be ejected into space in a violent explosion. When this happens, it will briefly outshine the entire galaxy, potentially becoming visible even during the daytime on Earth. Such events are rare, but they are significant because they contribute to the creation of heavy elements, which are essential for the formation of planets and new stars. Astronomers continue to monitor Betelgeuse closely, using advanced telescopes to observe its behavior and gather data that will help them understand the processes that lead to a supernova. They are particularly interested in understanding the star's mass, distance, and the specific mechanisms behind its periodic dimming. Despite its unpredictable nature, Betelgeuse remains a significant subject of study for astronomers. The star offers a glimpse into the life cycle of massive stars and provides valuable information about stellar evolution, supernovae, and the creation of elements in the universe. As it approaches the end of its life, Betelgeuse will likely continue to captivate the scientific community and the public alike, as it holds the potential for one of the most spectacular celestial events ever witnessed. For now, though, the exact timing of Betelgeuse's explosion remains uncertain. It could happen tomorrow, or it could take another million years. Regardless of when it occurs, the event will mark a significant milestone in our understanding of the cosmos and the life cycles of stars. The study of stars like Betelgeuse not only deepens our knowledge of the universe but also reminds us of the vastness and complexity of the cosmos. Each star, from its birth to its eventual demise, plays a crucial role in shaping the universe as we know it. Betelgeuse, with its immense size, fluctuating brightness, and mysterious behavior, serves as a constant reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the universe. Its eventual explosion will undoubtedly leave a lasting legacy, both in the heavens and in the scientific community's understanding of the stars. Until that day comes, Betelgeuse will continue to shine brightly in the Orion constellation, a beacon of curiosity and wonder for all who gaze upon the night sky.